The medieval Cavern church of Abu Serga is situated in an area known as Old Cairo near the Babylon fortress. According to tradition, the Holy Family, Joseph, Mary, and child Jesus, sought refuge in this cave during their flight to Egypt. Saint Sergius and Bacchus Church is traditionally believed to have been built on the spots where the Holy Family, Joseph, Mary, and infant Christ fled here when King Herod ordered the massacre of all children who inhabited Bethlehem and villages when the magi did not return to him. These may have been lived here where Joseph worked at the fortress. The church is of significant historical importance, and in fact, it is where many patriarchs of the Coptic Church were elected. The first to be elected here was Patriarch Isaac. It is the Episcopal Church of Cairo, and it was the Episcopal See of Mascr that replaced the former See of Babylon. Many bishops of the See were consecrated in the church until the reign of Patriarch Christodulus. An episcopal see is in practical use of the phrase, the area of a bishop's ecclesiastical jurisdiction. The church is dedicated to Sergius and Bacchus, who were soldier saints martyred during the 4th century in Syria by the Roman Emperor Maximian. The most interesting feature is the crypt where Mary, Joseph, and the infant Jesus are said to have rested. The crypt is 10 meters deep, and when the Nile River is high, is often flooded. The crypt is an underground room or vault beneath a church used as a chapel or burial place. The church was built in the 4th century and was probably finished during the 5th century. It was burned during the fire of Fustat during the reign of Marwan, around 750. It was then restored during the 8th century and has been rebuilt and restored constantly since medieval times. However, it is still considered to be a model of the early Coptic churches. Again, the most precious and ancient of the icons are on the southern wall. Coptic means belonging or relating to a part of the Christian church that started in Egypt. The Coptic Church is among the oldest churches of Christianity. Inside the church of Abu Serga is a hidden gem where the Holy Family sought refuge. As told in the Bible, the Holy Family, Joseph, Mary, and the baby Jesus fled from Palestine to Egypt to seek refuge from the persecution of the Jewish king Herod the Great. As they stayed in Egypt for 3 years, they lived a nomadic life, traveling through a total of 11 of Egypt's governorates, starting from North Sinai, going all the way to Assyrit. During their time in Old Cairo, the Holy Family rested in a cave for 3 months, and like many holy sites, a church was built on it, and the Church of Abu Serga. The church was named after Saint Sergius and Bacchus, who served as soldiers in the Roman army and were both martyred in Syria for their Christian beliefs. Their relics are now kept in the church. To make it easier for people to pronounce, the names of the 2 saints were combined and the church was named Abu Serga, a short form and a more memorable name. According to multiple historians, such as the theologian Hippolytus of Rome and the chronicles of Pope Theophilus, the 23rd Patriarch of Alexandria, Abu Serga encompasses the cavern where the Holy Family rested, the well which they drank from, the stone that baby Jesus slept on, a few stones that they walked on, among other manuscripts, as well as the icons of the Holy Family from the 18th to 19th century. After our visit to the Church of Abu Serga, we went back walking this labyrinth of alleyways of this historical enclave, which is a popular pilgrimage site for Coptic Christians. In the heart of old Cairo, whose stones remember the triumphs and tribulations of its past generations, time continues to weave its intricate tapestry. The attraction of this venerable district beckons most travelers to be transported to a bygone era where mighty emperors and revered empires left indelible marks upon the sands of time. Egypt indeed has a fascinating story of religious and cultural heritage to experience, its architectural splendor and historical significance that is worth visiting.